What up, family? We are here with episode 1 of Kanes2Kicks. We are excited for this. Today, I want to introduce myself. My name is Elijah. I'm here with my brother.
Mario, what's going on, Pod fam?
Yeah. So we at it, man. And again, we are with Kanes2Kicks, man. The reason why we calling this podcast Kanes2Kicks, because we are part of the best fraternity that is out there, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And we're
Yo,
yo. And we also are both Deuce Clubs. So that's the reason why you see the 2 in the name as well. But again, our common interest that we've had for a while is kicks. So that's what we're here to talk to y'all about today. So again, man, don't mind us. We about to have some fun. Sit back and enjoy. So we're about to sit and talk about the things that are going on this week in kicks, and just the kicks culture, the things that have been going on this week. Um, so this actually is something that we talked about this week. So let me just kick off with asking. So, how did you feel about the union drop, brother, man?
hey, let's get right to it. You know what, man? I was so excited about this release leading up to what was it, yesterday, Friday? What were we on? What's today, Saturday? Or today's Friday, Thursday.
Today's Friday. It was Thursday. Yep.
So it was a Thursday drop. What was it, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so super excited. And I think for most sneaker consumers, man, I think we were thinking it was going to be first come, first serve. And then we got hit like 24 hours before that. Cats were starting to talk about, I think it's going to be a raffle. I think it's going to be a raffle. And it was a raffle. And it didn't go as planned. Did you cop?
No. I got a no type of email back. But as we've seen on the internet, what happened, we've seen everybody that had bots, have 6, 7, emails to them. But as we've seen also today, a lot of those bots actually got canceled. And again, I think it's a great thing to be able to see, the cancellations. I hope Union redoes the launch, cancels everybody's orders and does a relaunch where it could be first come, first serve. And then, do it the right way. Again, for
No, for
somebody
sure.
that enjoys sneakers, like I want to be able to have a chance to be able to get my sneakers at least, but not fighting against, bots in this situation. So, as we see on resale, there is 700 plus right now on Go.
Really?
Yes, man, 700 plus, bro. Again, nothing, nowhere near what I would ever pay for a resale shoe. Never.
No, for
Not
sure.
for no seven hundred
For sure.
dollars. Not of that. But that was. I feel like, man, that is one of the Grail shoes that people have not copped before. So to be able to have a opportunity to do it now, man, it's an amazing thing. And I don't know if you read um, the co-founder or the CEO of Union talked about that there were supposed to be 2 that was going to be dropping this year.
I seen
Um,
that.
and that was, I think, the friend and families that they
Yeah.
ended up doing.
Yeah.
But that is supposed to come out next year in 2026 instead.
Yeah.
So again, I'm excited because again the blue ones are, again, I love blue, so what I mean, I'm excited to be able to see those. But I just want a shot at the first ones
Can I
first.
be can I be quite honest?
Go ahead.
Union releases are always tough, bro. The
Mm,
fours was tough. Um, all every color was tough on the fours. I know he came out with the what is it? They wear them in LA a lot. The low top joints. Not the twos, not the Jordan twos, but the Jordan twos was tough. You know, cats don't really want to buy the twos, but I fell in love with the twos. I got both pairs of the twos, but the Cortezes, the Union Cortezes,
yes,
right?
yes,
Those
yes,
are
yes.
those are the easy, releases, and then I got the Union Field Generals right there. But back to the Union ones, man. I was so excited for this release, bro. And once they said it was going to be a raffle, bro, I know it was going to be bot central. I knew they was going to eat up everything, bro. Like you don't have a chance against bots, dude. Like
At all.
you don't have a chance against the guy who's sitting in his basement in his underwear, bro. And and he got 100 email accounts, bro, and they're all working at the same time, bro. We don't have a chance, dude. So I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was pretty upset about it. I'm still a little upset about it. One of my OG friends, he's been doing it for a very, very long time, over 25, 30 years, dude. And he was upset about it, bro, because people who really enjoy the sneaker community, the culture, bro. It's hard to get your hands on the hot stuff. So I'm not hating on the cats who did, win. Congratulations to you. But, the cats who were winning 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs because they want to resell them, man, I ain't feeling y'all right now, bro. I'm not feeling y'all. I hope y'all get your refunds back, and I hope we get some type of release. But we do got another chance, though. We do got another
Yes.
chance.
Again, sneakers in March, so we will see with that. And again, I think that actually kind of goes into the next topic with just this week in shoes. We have a nice drop that's happening on Saturday, the
Uh,
flu games.
yeah.
And I think the flu games is one of the most iconic shoes, that Jordan wore.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just the story behind it, but most importantly, just the color sequence. I mean, at that time, we've never seen a shoe like that.
For
Um,
sure.
for me, am I excited about it? Yes. You. I mean, again, you already know how I feel about 12s. I know how you feel
Yeah,
about
I know.
12s.
You love the
Uh,
12s.
so
Quit.
for me, so for me, what I mean, those 12s, I already have a pair, but the pair that I got was 11 and a half. I need a 12
Okay. For
to
sure.
be able to, feel more comfortable with my shoe.
Yeah.
But for me, man, I'm excited. I think I don't think a lot of people I don't think it's gonna be bot central where the resale value will be over I would say over 340. No, I think the resale value will probably stay under $300.
Okay.
Probably high twos. But man, I'm excited for the shoe, man. I think uh, I know for sure this is going to be a shoe that could go down as top 10 this year, just in regards to.
Really? You think top
Um,
10?
I think top 10 again. I won't say top five. No, I'm not definitely not going to say
Okay.
that. But I
You say
think top
top
10,
10?
just by release and just a silhouette of the shoe,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
some of the new features that they added with the shoe, according to a couple of people that have seen them already before. But how you feeling about the flus, man? You picking up? You copping? You dropping? What you doing?
Well, like I said, we already talked about it. I already have the flu games. I got the I'm not sure. I'm not sure the exact release when they drop, but I got the old version. I barely wore them, and so mine's are in really, really good condition. So I'm not overly excited about the flu games, but I do love the, just the history and the originality about around the, the flu games. But it's just not my type of shoe at this age in my life. At the dad stages in my life, I'm not really rocking 12s like that. So it's hard for me. If they fall in my lap, I'll take them. Right. I put in a few raffles. I already took a L, so I'll try my luck on sneakers. Obviously, if you don't hit them, I'm a bless my boy with them. So because I don't need them, I already have them. So they're not high on my list this year, man. I have to be quite honest. I love them. I don't want people to take it the wrong way. I love the flu games, but they're just not high on my list right now. So
I got you.
yeah,
I think again, man, it all depends on what you like. And again,
for
I think
sure,
that's the one thing about this podcast is what I like is going to be different than what you like, and we know that when we see in
100%.
our closets.
Yeah,
But ultimately, I think that is what is so great about the sneaker culture. This is not a
yeah.
hype situation. If you know somebody that truly enjoys shoes, this is not a hype situation. This
Oh
is
yeah.
about what you like and what you can be able to wear to be able to showcase. It's like tattoos. It's like artwork. Again, it's your style, what you like, and what you want to be able to put out there that represents you. So for me, man, anytime we throw on shoes, yeah, like we might have like 80, I'll say 75% of our shoes might be the same. But we
Hmm.
also have those outliers that I'm like, nah, I ain't feeling those. You like, bro, I
Yeah,
ain't
no,
feeling
for
those
sure.
either.
Yeah,
And
no,
we
for
go from
sure, for
there.
sure, for sure. But
um, go ahead. You
yeah,
good?
and I think that's the joy about sneaker hunting because you get to, as far as like, obviously our identity is not tied up in the shoe, but just for the hobby and the culture of it, which we know originates right behind what hip hop and basketball and even football, right? You see the Dion's are dropping like crazy right now, but you definitely got to cop what you want. You can't cop what you see on Twitter or X. You can't cop what you see on IG or what's popping. Like everybody want to go pay 6, 7, 8, 9, almost a G, for some Travis Scotts when they can just go get a fire banger, a pair of Vomeros, and rock them out. You know what I'm saying? So I love what you said about rock what you like, buy what you like. Don't follow the hype, but build your own lane in this industry because that's what the culture and the community is about.
Yep. I think especially adding on to that before, we kind of switch topics is you just said something in there like, bro, like why pay a G when Nike's gonna drop that same shoe in a few, I would say maybe a year
Hmm.
or two. I mean, look at the the mochas. Mocha's was a backwards of Travis Scott. Still a great
Yeah,
shoe. Would I rock
yeah,
them? Yes. Would I rock
yeah,
my Mocha lows? Yes.
for sure.
But ultimately, it's again, did I pay a G for them? No. You know what I'm saying? So again, you could stay in your lane and still be able to get what you want. It just might not be a backwards, check mark that you want, but ultimately, it's
Yeah,
still part of the Nike
yeah,
culture in that situation. So,
no, for sure.
um, I think ultimately you hit on it now. But this actually goes into my question that I want to kind of bring um, our audience members behind closed doors. Most people when they talk, they're like, "Hey, you guys are more hyped," and we're like, "No, we're not hyped, man. We like what we like." But I want to ask you, what is the oldest pair of shoes that you have in your closet? And if you have a story behind them, I think the fans would love to know, man.
So I got two pair of Air Force Ones, right? Oh man, I wish I can go grab them real quick. I have the you know what? I gotta grab them. Let me grab them real quick. Give me one
I
second.
got you. So while he getting those, man, I would say my oldest pair of shoes that I have in my closet, man, is going to be whoo, my Bread 14s. That would be my oldest pair. I got those in 2004. And the lip on them is peeling back. Like I can't even really wear them right now, just based upon the wear and tear of the shoe. And man, it's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. I wore those shoes eighth grade year. I wore those shoes in high school. I wore those shoes in college. Um, it was crazy, crazy time, man. But yes, definitely, I would say my Bread 14s are my oldest shoe that I have in my closet.
So by far, these are my oldest shoe because I gotta dig through boxes to find my oldest, but pair of forces. Do you remember these?
No.
These came out in like early 2000s. They were the what is it? Is it Futura? Futura?
Uh huh.
If I'm not mistaken. These forces came out, and you probably have to look it up on StockX or something to get the details. 2009. That's a
Ooh.
2009 pair.
Oh man, I remember those forces.
And then these were I don't know the name of them, but they are super dope, bro. It say South Bronx on the back. I don't know if you can see it.
You can't really
Um,
see it, but it was so weird, man, because they look like the Oregon Duck pair. Truthfully.
they are 2007.
Ooh, so you
These
got
these
me.
are these are from high school.
Yeah, you got me. Because mine
Pretty
was mine
deep.
was two, yeah, mine was I think no, mine was actually 2004. On 2004, that's when the Bread 14s came out. I believe eighth grade year
Okay.
from up. So mine was 2004, if I'm not mistaken. So I might have you, but I would have to check.
Yeah.
But I think
You got to dig in those boxes, huh? You got a deep bag, huh?
but I think for that, man, in all honesty, like I think we could dig in our closet. We
Oh
got
yeah.
a lot of heat here and there. So when people kind of step to us and be like, "Oh, you ain't got no heat, bro," just you stay in your lane. I'm gonna stay in mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I think ultimately, man, the reason why I asked that question is because I believe this right here lets our audience know like the credibility that we have, man. It's just not a situation where we're
Yeah.
just talking about shoes to, just get a podcast. Nah, man, we talking
Sure.
about shoes because we know what we talking about in that
Yeah, no,
situation.
for
And
sure, for sure.
again, we're gonna have takes that you're not gonna agree on, and that's totally fine. But that's the point of a podcast, man, where we can be able to give our opinion and you can be
That's
able to
why
give
it's our
yours as well.
podcast. That's why
You
it's
said what?
our podcast. That's why it's our
Come on.
podcast. You know? Hey, it's funny though, because I had a question for you. I know you from the Bay and y'all just had All-Star weekend and it
Yeah.
was crazy out there. Unions drop, Breads drop. I even want to say
SBs,
the night
SB4s.
the
Yep.
SB4s dropped, and other little stuff dropped. But being from the Bay, what's kind of like a huge sneaker moment for you as far as growing up there, being the youth, hitting the sneaker stores. You guys just had All Star Weekend. Did it bring back any memories from when you was growing up in the Bay Area copping shoes?
So one, I remember the last time that All Star Weekend was back in the Bay. That was in Oakland when Vince Carter threw his arm in the net, and
Oh,
I was there during that part of All Star Weekend. We didn't go to the game, but we went to again the dunk contest and stuff like that. Man, I by far one of the best experience to be able to know one of the best dunk contests happened in the Bay. Man, I
Wow.
that part I'll never forget. But in regards to shoes, man, I think the Bay, man, we are our own mold. Like we have our own culture. And again, it's kind of like what we just said. We rock what we like. And again, whether that's people, rocking Air Forces. At that time you didn't see too many people rocking dunks or SBs. I could
Mm-hmm.
say shout out to my cousin. He actually was, the one that was rocking a lot of dunks and SBs back in the day. He held it down from the SB game. But you would see a lot of people rocking Jordans. And I think at that time my first pair of Jordan 11s were the Cool Gray 11s that dropped.
Mm.
Ended up having those, man. Probably one of the most iconic shoes to me, because that's why Jordan 11s probably be one of my favorite silhouettes of Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
Again, as long as they're patent leather, I rock with it. Again, the non-patent leather ones, no. The snakeskin ones, no. But the patent leather ones are definitely my joints, man, that I have to rock. But man, the Bay, just our culture is different, as you see. Anytime that you've been up there, you see our culture is we wear what we want to wear and how we want to
Yep.
wear it. Again, we're not LA, but again, just like LA has a sense of fashion of their own, just like the Bay does. And again, a Bay person knows a LA person just based upon the way they dress. You can be able
Mm-hmm.
to tell, that just from jump. But I would just say for me, man, one of just the one of the best silhouettes, of my childhood would definitely be the cool gray 11s, man. That brings back so many memories. I could tell you, stories about, just being able to have those shoes, and how I felt about 11s, man. I was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
y'all a little too close to my shoes. Don't step on them. You know what I'm saying? So, but same question to you, man. Being in Vegas, like, what was that iconic, childhood shoe that you can remember, man, with a story behind it that kind of just, brings back memories for yourself?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's dope. And it was similar, same here though, because I remember we had All Star Weekend here in Las Vegas, and I remember when the Bahama Forces came out. This was when I was in high school. They had the what was it like the tan woven, on the
Hmm.
front of the shoe, which was a super dope shoe, man. And it was kind of one of those moments for Vegas that was like, oh, we got All Star Weekend here, and Vegas has always been that city, to where you want to come here for entertainment and things like that. But you start to see it in a different light because you start to see like the sports arena started to come here, and now it's just blown out the water, right? I mean, I think we're starting to, come up in the sneaker industry as far as, getting certain releases and things like that. Obviously, we don't get like your New York and your LA and Bay Area and Chicago, type of releases like when Nike does, a pass, right? They only do the big cities, and sometimes Vegas is starting to get put in that talk, and we'll get the passes, but sneaker moment for me, man. I remember. I don't know if you remember, but Jordans used to drop midweek. They didn't drop on like Friday or Saturday, bro. They used to drop midweek while Caps was at school. And my mom was a soldier, bro. She held it down for me one time, bro. She got me out of school early, and we stood in the line at Foot Action in the Meadows Mall. I forget what color tans they were, but I think they were the purple. They came out with like some purple and gray tans. Fire. We stood in line. Dude, I don't even think Foot Action is in the Meadows no more. Actually, they were
Foot action
upstairs.
ain't even around no more.
They're not even around no more. See,
Yeah.
they were.
Hmm.
We stood in line. The line was wrapped, bro. And I think I got the tans there. We used to have athletes. What was it? Athlete's foot. And you can go in early, right? And you can reserve your shoe by putting like $10 or $15 down, bro. You put $10 or $15 down, and then you can reserve your shoe for when they come out at the end of the week. Just little stuff like that, right?
Hmm.
Just getting out and doing the footwork and camping. I remember me and my boy was camping in the Meadows Mall, bro, and we were all behind bushes. And soon as security opened the door, bro, we just dashing in there. Just little stuff like that, bro. That's what I miss. Obviously, I'm a little older now, so you won't catch me, out there. I don't know if I will. Would you camp out? I don't know if I would camp out again, bro.
It depends on which shoe, but more than likely, no. Again,
Okay,
I'm
the
way
unions, the
my.
unions that the unions that just passed. Would you camp
Mm,
out?
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Again, it's not for me. It wouldn't be worth it. And
Yeah.
again, I think it's a grail shoe, but I think for myself, it is not for me to be out there. Now, if we was talking about like some Kobe Grinches, if we was talking
Okay.
about something that I truly like am fond, yeah, Oh, I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably
Yeah.
would, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
be a every shoe drop season. No, 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 wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Not at
no,
all.
no, no. I'm too much of a dad now. I ain't
Yeah,
got it
no,
in me
no.
to be
I
out
ain't
there
got it,
camping
brother.
out. But it depends on the shoe though, like you said, right? Unions, I don't know. I might, unions make you do something strange for a piece of change. Yo, unions would make you start thinking a little different, dude. Come on, the union ones, bro. I don't know. I might camp
Again,
out, bro.
like I mean, that's why I said, hey, I might, but I just think it would have to be the right week. Again, I don't have nothing on the weekend.
Yeah, no,
You know,
for
what I mean,
sure, for
I
sure.
would be good. You know what I'm saying? But if
Yeah,
we got stuff going on, and nah. But
for
if I have
sure.
a free weekend, oh no, nah,
Yeah,
we gonna try it as long as I got
yeah,
somebody with me. We good.
yeah.
It's funny as you talk about foot action, because one of the things that I used to always have, which again I didn't have money, so but I have my brother. My brother worked at Foot Action, was the manager at Foot
Mm,
Action, then went over to Finish Line to be the manager over there. So I would always see my brother come with heat that I've never seen before. Like again, in his old closet, bro, it was forces that only had like a rare drop. And again, forces didn't have a special drop. It wasn't like they were, you had to get a route for it. No, these were just they would show up to your store and you would be like, oh shoot, we gotta cop these. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he had shoes, he had hyper flights that were different editions that I've never seen before.
yeah,
He had Air Forces, he had, just certain Jordans that dropped that haven't, wasn't dropping before. So to see it from that aspect, that definitely kind of opened my eyes more about
yeah,
like, okay, shoes, you know what I'm saying, and what I want for my shoe closet when I finally can be able to have one. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. No, for sure.
man, I think today was a good episode. I'm gonna just say that today is a good episode, man. We
Yeah,
are in a situation, bro, where we had the unions drops. We talked about the flu games. We gave them, our history. And I think, truthfully, man, coming back each week, I think we're gonna be able to give them more and more game, man. More and more about the shoe game, man, that some people don't even know, and some people can finally end up getting their own lane, where they can
yeah,
be able to, enjoy these sneakers like we enjoy them, man.
for
Again, I don't know
sure.
how many more years we got in us, but again, at this point in time, right now, man, I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my collection,
Yeah,
and I think, man, more and more, man, we're gonna come to a point where we gonna have stuff, man, that other people ain't got. And I think if people want in our closet, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you got those?"
yeah,
Yeah, got a little bit of that, man. But
yeah. No, for sure.
definitely, man. Anything you want to say to the people, man, before we get ready to get
Well,
out of here?
well, kind of like you said, man. It's just, I think I'm a cop until the casket drop, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's just something I do, man. It's just something I do, man. And as long, like I always tell people, man, as long as you handle your business, there's a lot of sneakerheads out there that's, they, don't play yourself, man. Don't go out there and lose your money, man, trying to cop all these sneakers and, buying resale. And one of the things I live by, I do. I'm just not into the resale industry, right? If I don't get it retail, then the hunt is over with for me unless I can get some good trades or something like that going. But buy what you like, enjoy it. It's fun. Share the good energy, share the positive energy, man. If you see somebody out there with some nice shoes or something, stop them, man. It's such a conversation starter, which leads to ultimately so much different stuff you can start to talk about, and just encourage somebody, uplift somebody. So it's not all about just the sneaker because it can lead to, so much other, good energy. So, cop what you like, and I'm out, Mario.
Come on, man. Again, family, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. If you can see at the bottom, man, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our podcast, man. Every week, we're going to do our best to make sure we give you some good product. But most importantly, man, we're going to have a good conversation about shoes, man. If you haven't, please comment. It don't matter if it's just a good, hey, you guys are doing good, man, or some things that you want us to talk about. Please, man, make sure you are staying engaged, man, because you don't know, we might have some raffles for you as well, just for y'all being able to participate with us, man. But this is me, Elijah, and this is my boy Mario, man, and we are out. We appreciate you tuning in, man.